let's talk about complaints. Let's talk about what they are and how to handle them, and also how to prevent them. All right, now, before I do that, the first thing I want to drive home to everybody is make sure you address complaints immediately. Do not put them off. It's kind of like a wound. If you get a cut and you don't take care of that wound right away, it can fester, it can turn into gangrene, you could lose a limb, or you could die. Well, your business is exactly the same way. If you don't address complaints immediately, you could do a lot of damage to your business, and it can even kill your business if you're not careful. It has happened in the past. All right, first of all, let's talk about now, what is a complaint? A complaint generally is a client calling in the service industry and complaining about a service they didn't feel like was rendered completely or effectively or done all the way, whether it's real or whether it's imagined. Now, I know a lot of employees through the years and even business owners who get very, very upset over complaints. Now, it might surprise you, I have completely the opposite attitude. I welcome complaints. I welcome feedback. I stay in touch with my clients and I let them know ahead of time if there's any problems. I want them 100% satisfied to let me know then when I do the walkthrough, or after I'm done, or even afterwards, because we do a follow-up call 3 days later to make sure that they're 100% satisfied. That's probably why I have double the amount of 5-star reviews than my nearest competitor, because we take care of our clients. Let's face it, we live in the internet age, and if you have an unhappy client, they're liable to go to the internet and give you a bad review, and that's the last thing you want. On top of it, even worse than that, a lot of times clients don't want a confrontation, so they just won't call you back. They'll just move on to your competitor. Let me tell you what, you drop the ball, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to run for a touchdown. All right, so you want to make sure that you deliver 100% satisfaction to your clients, because if you don't, somebody else will. Now, how do you go about preventing these types of problems? Well, the number one way is to address them before it becomes a problem. Okay, so if you're inside of a home, when you do the walkthrough with the client, show them certain stains, let her show you certain stains or spots that she's concerned about. Under promise and over deliver. In other words, let the client know that you might be able to get these certain stains out, but because they've been there for a while, they might have chemically impregnated the fiber and changed the color, or because she might have used her own products on it, she might have set the stain. However, always let them know that there's still a solution. We're in the solution business. So let them know the solution is we can easily go into a closet, cut out a piece, and replace it if we can't get it out. However, if we get it out, then we look like the hero. So go ahead and give it your best shot. And then when you're done, walk back through with the client. Show her all those concerns, anything that might not have came out, then you've addressed it effectively. Okay? Now suppose you've loaded everything up and the client comes up to you and says, you know what, I really feel like there's a certain stain that might come out better if you work on it a second time. Boy, I tell you what, that can get under a technician's skin real fast. Because we all know if it didn't come out the first time, it's probably not going to come out the second time, right? However, on occasions, it rarely happened, I've just pulled my stuff out kindly, and I explained to him it didn't come out the first time, probably won't come out the second time, but for peace of mind, I'll be glad to do it for him. You notice I go that extra mile. It's really important to go that extra mile in this day and time, because the client can choose anybody they want to clean their carpets, and you want to retain that client forever. You want a lifetime client, and to keep that type of lifetime client, you have to deliver mind-blowing service and quality and back it up 100%. So when complaints arise, make sure you take care of them immediately. Also make sure, lastly, that you document. You've heard me say in prior videos, make sure you document. For instance, I had a client call the other day, only a few hours after the technician did the job, and she said, you know, the carpets really smell bad. They still smell like urine. I said, well, let me look into it and I'll get right back in touch with you. So I go back, I look at the technician's notes, and sure enough, she declined deodorizer for pet treatment. And she really needed, the technician says she needed at least stage 2 because the problem was so bad. So of course the house is going to smell bad. Now I don't call up and be confrontational with the client. I call her up and I gently explain to her that I'm going to be on my way. Now you notice, rather than just handling it over the phone, I went ahead and took the time, went over to her home, and I told her to have the technician meet me there also at the end of his route. We go over there, I just reaffirm what the client said, what the technician said to the client, and she heard it from the owner. So she heard it from a second person. And I also let her know that stage 2 would definitely rectify this problem. It's a good 95% chance that it's going to smell really nice, and it's going to definitely improve the situation dramatically. Well, she went ahead and had it done, and I had a technician do it right then and there. The technician was happy. He got paid for second stage treatment. The client was happy, and I was happy because the lady actually went on and gave us a rave review after that. And then why? All because I handled the complaint correctly. So remember, complaints will come, but it's all in how you treat it is what really makes the difference. So if you want a lifetime client, when you get complaints, you want to try to prevent them first of all, but if you get them, handle them immediately. Make clients 100% happy, and success will not elude you. Well, I'm Rob Allen with TruckMount Forums. Have yourself a great day.